and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of my call, any information from me.
Yeah, called tonight about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, and he's a representative of the Omaha tribe. He said he got your package and he's on the case. He sounded very enthusiastic to help you, and he said to put on your visitors list.
I don't have a visitors list. Anybody can come see me.
Okay, good. I'll let him know that.
Yeah, there's no limit. Anybody at all can come see me. No limit.
Okay. Does that name ring a bell? Do you know who that is?
Nope.
You never heard before?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's his wife, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he seems to be enthusiastic to help you.
That's a blessing.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh, he also asked about your trial date, and I told him that I thought it had been moved to August the 28th, but I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought that was the case. And
yes.
Okay.
That's what's on the information that you sent me.
All right. Very good.
Yep.
That's all I got, man.
Okay. If you have the ability to communicate with Mrs. P, if she can send me a signed copy of her affidavit, regardless of it being notarized, and attach a brief letter stating that she has been trying since however long it's been, trying to get a notary, but because of her not having the money or them only having a notary once a month, she has not been able at this time to get it. As soon as I get that, I'm going to go ahead and file it, regardless of the notary or not. It's beyond her control to get a notary down there at this point, and so in the interest of justice, I'm going to go ahead and file it under an abundance of caution, as it's said, because they're obstructing justice by denying her access to a notary, except for once a month. That's just totally insane. She has a right to freedom, and you just don't stop and wait indefinitely on stupid stuff like this.
Can she mail it directly to you? It doesn't have to come through me, right? She can just mail it directly to you?
I don't know if they'll let me have it or not, but if she wants to do it, if she's got 2 envelopes and 2 stamps, and she can make copies, send it both places.
Okay. All right.
She's never sent me. I've never gotten a letter from her thus far, so I don't know if that means she can't or she hasn't. So this will be a way to demonstrate whether or not I'm getting mail from her or not.
Okay. All right.
All right. This new U.S. attorney's name is Jody Mullins, M-U-L-L-I-S, Mullis. His bar number is 6305854. If someone can look him up on the U.S. Attorney's website for Nebraska, I don't know if it's a he or she. It's probably somebody that's fairly new. I'm just curious as to why Jan Sharp is no longer on the case. Is he retired? Is he too busy doing other cases? Is he sick? Is he, there's usually a reason why they don't just, shift gears like this, especially right before trial date. So, I'm just curious what this is all about, if there's a way to find out. Also, where's it at here? Kent Hovine. I played his video here the other day. Well, they played it. And though very few people watched it, a lot of people listened to it as they sat in their bunks. They listened to it. And I had a lot of people coming to me asking me questions. So it's getting through to these folks. It's starting to, reveal to them truths. That's what I'm trying to do, reveal to them truths that they didn't know. Expose the fraud and corruption and the illusion that's being, put upon them, the lesser magic, as it were. And I would ask, if you have the ability to contact Kent, if he had done anything differently at his trial, what would that be?
Which trial? The first one that he went to prison on 9 years, or the one that he got set free?
Yes.
Okay.
The first one.
All right.
And, yeah, the first one, and then if he has any other comments about the last one, but primarily the first one.
Gotcha.
Because I notice in his demeanor, in his presentation, that he's very assertive, which is an air of confidence. I don't view him as arrogant. I view him as confident. I present very much in a similar manner when I'm in court and doing battle, as it were, with these people. And, you can judge that for yourself based on the conversations in the court where you got the recordings. But sometimes these juries are, they're kept, no matter what you say. Like in Tipton County, it's a kept jury. Doesn't matter what I say. But sometimes if you actually get people that are genuinely not already bought off, sometimes they take an attitude towards somebody who's assertive because they're pre-programmed that you're guilty because you're there, and you have to convince them that you're a good guy and that you're innocent. Sometimes, if you're assertive, they view that as a threatening gesture towards them. But because he's been through that arena in this federal system, I've only been through it twice in the state system, and I know how rigged the system is. I know this is at a different league. It's just more of a professional rigging of a court system. They are the masters at rigging a court hearing. So they're going to be more slick. They're going to have the ability to hide their tricks and techniques more so than anybody else. The thing is that if I learn any of the nuances, I'll be able to maybe pull back the curtain and expose the man behind the curtain pulling the strings and expose their fraud. Because ultimately, if people wake up to the fact this is a corporation posing as government, that we are the sovereigns, we're the creators, that a corporation has taken over and has hijacked this country, then people will start dismissing every case that comes before them simply because it doesn't matter what the case is. These are the wrong courts. We need to go back to common law courts where the people run them, and we have non-bar card attorneys. And I know that's going to freak out the traitor dude because he's a bar card-loving, anti-American, anti-Christian sellout. But he's already exposed that, and he loves the pedophile-infested foster care program. So, but be that as it may, those people expose themselves, and those people that support him, they are part of that ilk, and that's for everybody to judge. But the reality is, they are not Americans. They hate the Constitution and what it stands for. And for people like me that support freedom and liberty and the foundation of this country, which is self-governance, they hate that. In essence, they hate us. They hate Americans. I assume that
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He's nothing more than some kind of a globalist reject, but he's like Ken Hovind. These people, it's a religion to them. The global warming folks, the Flat Earth Society, and the people that say we're been here billions of years. It's a religion to them.
Yeah, I was very familiar with the second trial, and the devilish band of hyenas that have come against you. They're the same species, and some of them even the same people that came against Ken Hovind. And so for some reason you've landed on their radar, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah, and that's they're coming after followers of Christ that are standing on the truth, exposing that we're the children of God, and this is ours. We're not subjects and slaves. We're the kinsmen. We're the children. We're the inheritors. We're the heirs. It's ours. Get out of our face. Get over it. Leave us alone. Go back to where you came from. Worship your Lucifer.
Amen.
Thank you for using GTL.
All right, that's Mike Parsons, been set up and entrapped and abused while he's been incarcerated. Not only that, but his wife has been entrapped. Both of them are on the front page of yearofjubilee.com, Jubilee spelled with one E. I pray that you write them a letter, let them know you care about them. And it's horrendous what has happened to Mike Parsons and Pat Parsons. I don't call it my judicial system. It is a judicial system, but it's run by absolute devils.